All right. Good night, everybody. I want to welcome you all to Comics Asylum Live. I'm here with some special guests. I'm here with Sean and I'm here with J-Man. And we're going to dig into some pretty cool topics, including a retrospective look back at 2025, because we've only got, I think, maybe 2.5 weeks left in it. So how's everyone doing?
Pretty good. I just watched F1 today. So
okay. So since the F1 season's over, what'd you think of it?
This is the first movie I've seen of any F1 thing there. Like, I don't know anything about this. So I just watched the movie. I thought it was awesome. The movie was awesome.
Yeah.
So I started watching a little bit of the actual Formula One racing, whatever's available on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. So I don't know if the real fans of F1 are going to be like, oh, this movie's trash. It doesn't, everything's fake. I don't know.
They're going to.
They're going to, right? Because, like, see, I don't know anything. There's a sport. I don't know anything about sports. The only sport I watch is sumo. So if they make a sumo wrestling movie and everything's fake, I'll be the one who's like, it's all fake. So I don't know. Maybe it's all bullshit.
Bloodsport, they had a sumo wrestler.
They did, but he didn't wrestle in sumo. Bloodsport's fake also, but I love Bloodsport's fake, but I love it. So there's an example of one that's fake, but I love it.
But you're saying the Kumite is not real?
I'm sure. Well, it is real, baby, but we know that Frank.
It's real to me, damn it! Yeah,
it's real to me.
As long as it's real to you.
And I like Frank Dukes. I don't care how weird he is, how insane he is. He's him and Jackson teamed up. That was awesome.
Yeah, too good. So I'm going to start this off with a question that I heard on another show that I was watching, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit for our purposes. Who's bigger, Mickey Mouse or Batman?
Batman. I just immediately said that.
I would say Batman.
No, I'm going Mickey Mouse. I think there's a lot more people into Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse used to be
the barometer, right? Like, are you bigger than Mickey Mouse, right? Like when Bart Simpson was big, it's like, he's bigger than Mickey Mouse right now. Oh my gosh,
I'm trying to think. My wife knew who Batman was, so she's from India. She grew up in India. She knew who Batman was. I guess she would have known who. I guess she knows as well. But you mean like who's worth more? Because I think Disney's worth like way the hell effing more than
no. I mean Batman or Mickey.
Right. There hasn't been a Mickey Mouse thing in a long. Like, I feel like there hasn't been a Mickey Mouse thing in a long time.
Mickey Mouse is more of a like a preschool thing right now, and it has been that for like 20 plus years. So when people say like, "Oh, I don't see a lot with Mickey Mouse," that's because you don't have kids. Like,
yeah.
But they've never ever made a feature film starring Mickey Mouse ever, and it's Disney. It's like they're coming up with ideas, and it's like they've never made a feature with Mickey.
Sean, what was Fantasia? Was Fantasia just
just one section?
Okay.
Yeah, it's an anthology thing. So only the cleaning up the with the brooms and all. Only that one was like, Mickey, I think. The rest
Fantasia's
of them
not Mickey's movie, but when I was a kid, that was the only thing I cared about was right. the Sorcerer's Apprentice. But like Final Fantasy 3 is a short as well,
And that's actually the video game is based on that one too. The Genesis video game is based on the Mickey Mouse segment or whatever.
Yeah, not so much of the mushrooms and all that. Yeah.
And actually, I actually have a mug from that movie, and it's the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah,
but he's fighting the whatever that demon that demon thing or whatever. And
the Chernobog.
Whatever it's called.
And that's just a short. Mickey never interacts with that thing. So
no, but they put it on the mug, and that's from Disney Store. So
yeah.
And Mickey did get a film. It was a horror film, but he did get a film. Okay, it may not have been made by Disney, but he got a film.
Oh, that's film is some knockoff horror thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
do we
have an answer, or are you just asking to see the game?
See if I can hide this. Then we could go delete, comment, and ban.
What is?
Yeah,
what is that?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That came on through the mobile version.
Yes. so the question is, like, obviously you could say that Batman basically runs DC, right? Tons of movies, lots of toys.
Oh yeah.
But does Mickey Mouse as a character, especially as Sean was saying for the kids, is that not a bigger brand, or is that not a bigger character when you factor in that families spend thousands of dollars to go to for the theme park?
Well,
But it's not for Mickey. I think because he represents the larger company, it's more like that company's pantheon of guys. So how about this? Disney as a whole is bigger than Batman, but individually Batman is bigger than Mickey. I don't know.
Well,
Does that sound?
when you say bigger, like
That sounds fair though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well known. Like
Yeah, well known, right? Sean, is that
yeah,
right?
I would say like Batman's still more known. Like the movies aren't just big domestically; they're big around the
Worldwide.
world as well. And
Mhm.
like I see like when I watch YouTube videos of other things, like kids have Batman figures in India and stuff, and
Yeah.
the movies are big there, and the movies are influential there. There's a lot of
Yeah.
rip-offs of those
Yeah, there is.
films,
And they're
and it's
funny.
like I think it's just
They're
more
amazing.
at this point.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get to some of these comments. So let's start with could not be reached further.
Hey,
Big
could not-
J-Man, what's up?
Hey.
Legion of Comics, good day,
Hey,
sir. What's up, Sean saying, hey, Legion. J-Man says that as well, too.
Yeah, whatever I comment will be from both. Cannot be reached for further comment. Everyone's YouTube's names are messed up. You see that now? Like
Yeah.
it's got your actual name, not your handle that you use. So I hate that because everybody I know is now, I can tell, I know who this person is in real life. So that's why I know, but everybody else, like their names are all messed up.
Yeah, for sure. So could not be reached has bigger for me, Batman. The Backseater, Hail Steve,
Backseater.
J-Man, Sean, and
What's going
Chairman.
on?
R.I.P. Jeff Garcia.
Uh,
Could not be reached. Bigger for the world, Mickey Mouse. And then I was under your bed 1890. What's up, guys? That's a great handle, by the
that's
way.
great.
It really is.
Fantasia.
Yeah,
Fantasia.
Fantasia is the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Backseater. The reason there hasn't been much Mickey stuff is because Disney is very protective of him. And I
Right.
guess
Yeah.
because he's now, at least Steamboat Willie is
Yeah.
He's
in
public,
public
domain.
domain.
Yeah.
Now we
Yeah,
can,
that version.
yeah. So there is that point.
He looks different though. You could a trained like you can just tell that that's the weird Mickey. Like you're like
Yes.
that looks weird. Yeah.
For
But
sure.
we are getting a Steamboat Willie versus Pooh, Honey, and Blood. They just announced that.
Yeah. I mean, they
Hell,
literally
those
had all this.
Good. I
They- Yeah, they had all these movies ready to go. What a
Well,
bunch
they
of crap!
did.
Like the
Yeah.
second that Winnie the Pooh became public domain. Oh look,
Right.
Blood and
A
Honey.
week
Oh,
later.
really?
It was like a week. Like
Yeah, you
barely
made
a
an
week.
entire movie in a week. Oh, okay.
Nice try. That thing was in development a long
Yeah, of course, it was
Oh,
shot.
yeah.
And here's the thing: it's Disney. Shh.
Yes.
Disney's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be, there could be some fourth level chess.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Oh,
Mr. Milquetoast, from a worldwide perspective, as it pertains to name recognition, when it comes to comic books, really only 4 characters are known around the globe on site: Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and Archie.
you know who else is pretty known is the Phantom. We
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
of him too much
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
but
Phantom's
that strip
huge.
has never stopped. And my wife knew everything about the Phantom. She knew the
I
side character's name. She
swear
knew the
I seen
animal's name.
something recently. He is either getting another run in comic book
Yeah,
format
he's
by
getting-
Dynamite,
Yeah.
and I want to say
It's,
they're working
Matt
another
Cave.
movie.
Yeah, they're doing. Yeah, they're doing it.
Yeah.
But
Matt
because the
Cage is
strip.
doing it.
Yeah, the strip never ended. So like
Yeah.
my wife knew everything. Like she knows the names of all the animals, the horse, the wolf, whatever. Like she knows all the names. She knew more about the Phantom than Superman. Like she watched an entire season of Smallville and didn't know that was Superman.
Yeah.
To be fair, I also watched the whole entire the first season of Smallville. It didn't register that it was Superman until season 2.
Okay. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. But
Just
I mean,
saying,
like,
just saying. If
Yeah.
you weren't in the know, you didn't know,
right.
and I wasn't in the know.
I would
Yeah.
say Archie is bigger outside of North America.
Yeah, Archie's
than-
big.
Yeah, it's huge in India, and my mom grew up on Archie stuff in Guyana, so it's ridiculed here. People laugh, and it's like, oh, what a stupid thing. How is it still here?
I
But
love
around the
Archie.
world, it's enormous.
It's massive, man.
Yeah.
Archie's horror is still some of the best stuff you can read.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Sabrina stuff, and yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
Sabrina.
Definitely.
The spin-offs of Sabrina, all of them.
Mhm.
Such good reads. And a
Yeah.
great TV show.
For sure. Backseater says they're basically afraid if a film, show, game, etc., it's so bad it'll tarnish his reputation. So they're and I guess you know what, you don't have to truck out Mickey because he's got the theme park and all that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because they were able to acquire Marvel's characters, you can run with Marvel's characters and all the other stuff that would be revenue generators.
Well, I
Right.
read something in Forbes a couple years ago, so it wasn't that long ago, where they were saying that Mickey just gets a little over $1 billion just easy in sales a year for just merchandise and stuff. They don't even have to put out a Mickey thing for the
Jeez.
merchandise just fly off the shelves. So yeah,
Passive income 101, eh?
yeah,
I think like it's also a lot of girls like Mickey Mouse and
Mm-hmm.
Minnie Mouse and stuff, so that sticks there. But like, I think it's just like all these other characters as it progresses, like Batman will still stay on because we're dragging him with us, right? Whereas a lot of people outgrow Mickey Mouse. He's cool when he's a kid, and then you're like and then Mickey Mouse doesn't change. Like they're not changing him to grow him up to. Like, you know,
No.
now you've got Batman with an axe and, you know,
he's
whatever,
ready
right?
for the new millennium.
Like,
man.
it's like they're not.
Necessarily
So-
say, like, there's a group of adults, of Disney adults, that have never grown away from Mickey, and they are the reason why those theme parks are still open, and the reason why so many kids still love going to Disney World is because their parents are literally dragging them with them.
Yeah, but it's because of rides, and again, it's not because Mickey Mouse himself is the draw. It's the world of everything that's the draw, not the character. So
That's
Disney's
probably
bigger,
true, yeah.
but not. You're not going for Mickey Mouse. Like if you say to kids, even when we were kids, we'd watch Sesame Street. The big guys were what? Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, Bert, Ernie. Now it's Elmo, right? Like we weren't the Elmo guys.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Grover, I think like, you know, Cookie Monster, Grover, Count, like those were kind of our guys. And then Elmo became a big thing. I thought he's just a red Grover. Like I don't
Exactly. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I
That's what I
didn't
thought too.
right. So but
Yeah.
Elmo became a big thing for those people, right? And then you know, so to me it's like, yeah, he's okay, I guess. You know, he's just a red guy.
No, but he saved Sesame Street. Like people were challenging the relevancy of the show, and then Elmo blew up, and it lasted. And now it's behind a paywall, but that's another discussion.
Mm,
True. So I think this topic has generated some good convo, and the comments are going off the chain at this point. But I also want to slide to one of, I guess, Batman's, co-workers, I guess, for lack of a better term. And let's go to Supergirl.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw this to J-Man.
sure. Oh,
He
dear.
is the resident Superman, I guess, stan on the panel.
Sure. Sean's there too. Sean's wearing I'm wearing thing, but underneath I've got Superboy. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
and I'm drinking from Superboy.
There we
glass,
go.
so.
There we go. So we were hoping that the trailer was going to drop today,
Right.
and we've got a couple of teasers. I guess one.
We did get a teaser just a little bit ago.
and
Yep.
then we got another 8-second teaser, and I'll roll those out in a little bit. But J-Man, how are you feeling before we go into it? How are you feeling about the whole thing?
Well, Supergirl sucks. The Superman sucked. The movie sucked ass badly. If you despise the character of Superman, then I guess the movie was okay. But Supergirl in that trailer or in the end of that movie was wrong. She would have her powers back. I know she's off-world getting drunk with a red sun, but the second she starts to enter back onto Earth, she gets her powers back and she wouldn't be drunk. So that was really stupid. And we had a stream on my channel just a couple of days ago, and everybody in the panel was arguing. Some people loved the new Superman movie, some people hated it, and then there was in-betweeners. But everyone on the panel agreed that was wrong. it just shows that they don't understand Supergirl. They don't care about her. She's got that trench coat. It's dumb. Like, is she going to have a cape in this or what? Like, we just want to see Supergirl doing something cool. So when you introduced her, it didn't get me excited. Like, you're supposed to have a character show up and be like, oh, shit, I can't wait for their movie, right? Like, remember at the end of those MCU movies, they'd have a quick thing with the next character. Like, you might see like, I don't know, you might see like a, Captain America, and then you're like, oh man, I can't wait for friggin' Captain America. That's gonna be badass. Supergirl shows up, she's a drunk idiot, and then we're supposed to be excited to see her movie. So what I'm taking is that she's gonna be a drunk idiot throughout the whole movie, and then before someone says it's from Woman of Tomorrow, yeah, thanks. I got those issues off the shelf. Like, I know what Woman of Tomorrow is. Question, isn't Supergirl based on Tom King? Yeah, it's based off Tom King's crap comic.
I have a lot to say about that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that we anyways.
No, I'm going to clarify. Yeah.
Sure, clarify it. But even if that, I'll let you clarify it. But it doesn't matter. Even if it's based on that comic, it's not going to be based on that comic because every time they say it's based on something, it ain't. Civil War is not Civil War. Infinity War is not Civil War. Or is not thingy. Age of Ultron is not Age of Ultron. Like, none of these things are the comics anyways, right? Closest was 300, and Watchmen, except for the ending, I guess, like, those were pretty close. Like, Watchmen was pretty damn close. Except
Watchmen was pretty spot on.
But no squid. That is the ending, so that's a big change. I'm not saying I'm okay, or I'm not saying I'm angry about the change. I understand it, I'm okay with it, but it is a change. But this is not going to be. Comet's not going to be in this thing. Right, it's gonna be Lobo, so he's not in that, right? So I don't know. Like, I'm not excited. I'm gonna go see it opening night in IMAX and buy it on 4K Steelbook because I buy every Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and DC related thing that comes out. I'll buy it all, but I'm not excited. And Supergirl just seems very irritating to me. And they're gonna explain. Apparently, they're gonna explain why she's drunk and upset because of what happened with Argo City and all that. Yeah, but guess what? Mon-El was in the Phantom Zone by himself for 1,000 years. Mon-El was in Phantom Zone and came out of the Phantom Zone and was the best hero of all time. So I'm tired of this. Bad things happen to me, so now I'm going to be a bitch and an idiot for an entire movie until I grow into myself. Why don't they take a hopeful... People keep saying hope. Oh, it's about hope. It's not about hope. None of these movies are about hope. You know what would be hopeful? If all this shit happened to Supergirl and she came out stronger and nicer. She's like, I'm going to be super kind because I know what it's like to lose people. Why don't they do that? That would be inspirational and hopeful. It's not. It's like, I'm a drunk idiot and then she's going to learn to be okay. Yeah, whatever. How about you just be good from the beginning? No, they can't do that because they're cynical and they have no creative ideas. Let's copy Woman of Tomorrow. How about you copy something that's cool? Done. Here, drop these.
John, you're up, and then we'll watch the clips, and then Chairman will come back to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I wrote down points here.
So. Oh, beautiful! This is gonna be great.
Wait. So, Sean, since you have points, do you want to see the clips first, and then you can go into the points?
Sure. Let's see the clips.
All right. So let's see the clips.
4.9 million views.
So let me see if I can scrub this back.
I'm excited to see her sit there. That's super exciting to me. Look how wicked that looks. Wow, she's sitting down. Oh my god, that's awesome. The weight. Oh, the fake logo. Cool.
All right, so there's that one.
Right, so that's nothing.
That's the tease that we got a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And this one, Chairman, you were like, "Hey, we got something else," and this one came out on Blue Sky.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds or something,
30,
right?
if that.
Yeah, it's like a little bit extra. Yeah, that's not a teaser. Tevye saying, I agree with that. That's just a moving image.
Yes.
There's like too much with her trench coat.
Yeah, like why wear the costume?
I know
if you're
she
not
has
gonna...
her coat. We saw it in a behind the scenes thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure why.
Like,
Hang on a second. Let me see.
why does she have the rest of her costume if she's not going to have a cape? Like, if you think it's stupid, if you think the colors are stupid and you don't want to be Supergirl, then just wear normal clothes, like
Hang on a
Starman
second.
did, right? Like
Thanks
Jack
for
Knight
scrolling.
wore normal clothes. He didn't want to wear the green and red. Like, it's all they need her to wear it because they need that for toys and advertising, but then they have to try to pretend that it's not cool. Like, if it's not cool, don't wear it. Like,
It's strange. I don't know where they're going with that.
Anyways.
Is it part of, like, remember when X-Men was all wearing trench coats, and it's just a way to
Yeah.
make her look cool and make her distinctive from Kal-El
Yeah,
and,
probably.
and
Yeah.
whatnot? Is that
I-
what do you think it is?
Yeah, I think I don't know if she had a jacket in like some scenes in the comic. I don't know
No,
if they're doing close to
not
that
oh,
yet.
maybe. Let me see.
I don't pay attention to that. That's the thing. It's just just there she is. There's the character, right? But
Okay, so wait, Sean, I'm gonna have the chairman step in because you have so many points.
okay.
I want to get the chairman in, and then we'll get you going. So
Yeah.
what do you think?
I am so impartial because I'm not that big of a fan of the main characters from DC. I'm more of a bigger fan of Creature Commandos and those types of
Okay.
Right.
characters.
Mhm.
So for me, I'm so impartial that I just think the trench coat looks cool. Personally, I'm like,
That's-
I can dig the trench
Valid.
coat.
Yeah.
But as far as the movie goes, will I see it in theaters? No. When it comes to streaming, oh yeah, all day. I'll watch it on streaming, but I'm not going to waste money because I don't waste money on DC movies or Marvel movies for that matter. They hit streaming, cool. I'll go pop some popcorn and watch.
I think my thing with I think my point with all of these things though is like if she didn't have she does wear the trench coat in the beginning of Woman of Tomorrow. I just checked.
Yeah. Okay.
So she'll probably lose the trench coat and then be normal or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But my thing is that even in the comic, why is it there? Like, if you're reading it, let's say you read it and she didn't have the trench coat, would you finish reading the comic and be like, you know what? I really liked Superwoman or Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I thought that was a really cool comic. But you know what would have made it better? If she wore a trench coat. Like, nobody says that. Like, it's just like stupid crap. But you do say, you watch X-Men movie, you're like, I thought this X-Men movie was pretty good. Too bad they didn't have the costumes, right? Nobody watched Deadpool and Wolverine and said, oh, that was really cool. Unfortunately, Wolverine had that comic costume, so that was kind of dumb. But other than him having the real costume, it was kind of cool. Like, nobody says this. So that's my problem. It's like you're changing it for no one's benefit except for your own because you personally think it looks good or bad. It's like, well, why don't you just make the real character or don't make the movie? Like, I really like hockey. I like the Maple Leafs, but blue, I'm kind of green. I like green better. So I'm going to make them green, but they're blue. Toronto's colors are blue and white, but I like green. It's just like stupid shit. And then you're going to people say, well, it doesn't matter what color it is. Like, give me a break.
So,
right?
J-Man, you're not going to want to hear about lanterns then, because apparently
Why they're not going to be green?
they're not wearing the uniform at all.
Yeah. So see, it's bullshit. It's fake. It's the fake Green Lanterns.
Yeah, I can agree with him on that. The lanterns kind of need that. The green.
Well, they're called green.
Yeah, it's kind of
In the title.
that's
No,
the
you know
purpose.
what's-
They're green.
They're green. Well, because
it
they're
not-
cops, right? They're space cops. So if I pulled you over and said I'm a police officer, like, where's your badge? Where's your uniform? You're not a cop. Sure, I am. But I don't like wearing the uniform because it's kooky. It's weird. I don't like the uniform. It's like, but that's what the uniform is. I don't. Right? Let's make the Mounties purple or make the Mounties wear trench coats because whatever. But anyways, I think she'll only have the trench coat in the beginning, and then once she goes on the mission, she'll.
I
be
think
normal.
they're hewing close to the comic, but
Yeah, they're gonna go. Yeah,
You know, maybe she's maybe the lanterns are undercover, right? It's
Yeah.
Men in Black.
so it's boring.
It's a Men in Black situation. So
So it's
you know,
boring.
unless you spot
It's like
the ring, you don't know.
true crime or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
That's what they keep saying. As though that's a Green Lantern thing. It will be like true crime. I don't want to see true crime. If I want to see true crime, I'll watch a true crime thing. This isn't Jessica Fletcher. It's the friggin' Green Lanterns. Like,
yeah.
sorry.
So
Go ahead.
Sean, what are your points?
All right. So point one. Contrary to popular belief, I did read the comic Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So here's the thing. I want to address this because like on the Saturday stream on J-Man, Legion pointed out how the thing ends. And so, spoilers, there's a villain that they're after called Krem. And at the end, the ending is ambiguous on purpose. I had to read an interview for this. I hate when I have to do that. And Tom King left the ending ambiguous on purpose, but at the same time said he confirmed that Krem does not die. He has to confirm that to you in an interview because his writing is so bad. But in the comic, there's nothing to give you the context that Legion was explaining that what's her face? I can't remember her name.
Kara or the kid?
The kid. I can't. Ruthie.
Yeah.
Hits him. He falls to the ground, and I thought, well, he's dead. The reason why is because throughout the comic, Ruthie is telling you that Supergirl killed Krem.
Yeah, that's confirmed. I confirmed that after the stream.
Krem dies, right? And so there's subtle clues that he doesn't die. It's like, whatever, tell me a story, right? So that's why I thought he died. And I'm not the only one, because Kryptonite Corner on that same stream, he was confused. And he asked the same question of how come Ruthie says that he dies and all that. So anyways, I wanted to get that out of the way because I'm going to use examples from the actual comic that I did read. But I he died.
But Sean, when you said that he died, I went back and I read the last 3 or 4 pages. I didn't finish. I read the first 3 issues, then I cut the series because it was boring. But I got it on digital because I knew I was going to have to read it and review it at some point for the movie. Yeah. So I got the digital version of it, and I've got the first 3 issues of the floppies. And I did go back, and I thought he did die also.
It's because it's not clear because it's Tom King. So
right, and Tom King may as well be Burger King, except Burger King is good.
So listen, in the comic, there are lots of elements you can turn into a good movie. I don't think it's a good Supergirl movie, but there's a clear beginning, middle, and end. She's going, and when I looked at the casting, all the characters are there, so they're gonna do this comic, where she basically avenges Ruthie's family gets killed by this Krem guy. I think it's like Jude Law or somebody, right? Anyway, and somebody big, and so they go through the universe finding this guy and everything. That's what it is, and there is a lot to do with. There's one comic, so it's very segmented, and there's one comic where Supergirl is talking about how she had to watch everyone die on in Argo, in her little Argo bubble, and that shapes who she is. She's not the punk in that comic that she is at the end of Superman, but that's how James Gunn rolls. But I feel there are a lot of elements that could make a good movie. I don't think this is not directed by James Gunn. It's directed by someone else. So it potentially could be a good movie with a good story arc and everything. I think my frustration is they're taking an actual story from the comics for Supergirl and making up bullcrap for Superman. And in so doing, I think this is going to be a more solid picture than Superman that came out this year and the Superman movie coming out 2 years from now, because it's going to have a solid grounding of like a story and a through line and a character arc and everything. And people are going to probably like Supergirl more than Superman because of this. When it comes to Superman, rather than take something from the comics, there are plenty of great stories in the comics. Rather than take something from the comics, they're making stuff up, and it's like, Lex Luthor is dictating moves to a not Bizarro and all that stuff.
He's dictating moves to someone who's then programming it into the computer to the not Bizarro. And Superman can't be faster than that. Even I can be faster than that.
Yeah. It's like I'm frustrated by that. I think we're going to get a weird imperfect Superman trilogy thing where it's like Superman, Supergirl, and Superman Man of Tomorrow. But yeah, I think they're going to hew close to this comic from what I've read. I mean, like even the premise is taking stuff from the comic, all the castings from the comic. My issue with the comic is Tom King is way too episodic in his storytelling. I mean, even Watchmen isn't this bad, and he relies too much on the unreliable narrator. And you're seeing a bunch of stuff, and then their narration has nothing to do with it. There's one issue where Supergirl is riding Comet through space, and it goes on forever. Meanwhile, Ruthie is talking about something else entirely, so it's super boring. But anyway, the magic of Tom King. So yeah, I think that people will probably end up really liking this movie, and I think it will invariably be it's going to be a more solid movie than the other movies, because it's taking from a solid backbone of like some stuff they can easily make into a film. I don't know why they're approaching Superman so badly. Take something from the comics like you did with Supergirl and make something of it. But anyway, those are my weird points. So,
Interesting. I'm going to go back to some of the comments. Teva Smolka says, question, why even adapt Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow? Like, I don't get it. And I think it's because, as Sean stated, it's got that through line, right?
Yeah.
I think because, and maybe even ties in a little bit to the Mickey thing, Superman, they might feel is a little bit more quote unquote bulletproof. So you can kind of go with whatever story, because you've seen tons of iterations of Superman. But Supergirl, other than showing up on Smallville, hasn't really had this kind of a vehicle. So they want something that is not only has a built-in fan base for the story, but they know how it's going to start, where they can take it, and how it's going to potentially end, unless they want to totally do a twist. But as J-Man was saying earlier, these are all adaptations. And depending on how faithful they want to be, or what kind of risks they want to take, that's what's going to determine what we're going to get.
Maybe it'll be better.
It could be.
My thing is that I don't like the take. The reason they're picking Woman of Tomorrow is because Supergirl discusses the trauma of her origin. So they can kind of flashback her origin, everyone dying, and she's sad, and that'll explain why she is the way she is, and she'll have to overcome that. That's what they like doing in these movies. They like doing in these movies when it's a sequel and it's already like Luke Skywalker. Oh, he's back to being an idiot and now has to get pumped up again or whatever. It's like this hero's journey. The thing is that I'm really tired of it. It's like, can you not figure out any other storylines? No, you can't. And the other thing too is like, I don't like that it's always going to be about something bad happened, and now instead of overcoming it, I became an idiot for years and years and years, and I'm going to go on one little mini adventure in a 2-hour movie, and then it's all undone and I'm a good person at the end of it. Why not just be a good person? Like, why are they so scared to, like, Superman's planet blew up. He didn't know his parents. His father died in front of him. Like in Superman 1, his father died in front of him. He couldn't save him. He literally couldn't do anything. He's like, oh my God, I can't save this guy. And he goes through all this stuff, and he's still a gentleman, nice guy. He still does the right thing. It's like, I don't get it. Like, why can't Supergirl just be a good person immediately? Like from scratch, and then make it an adventure story. You could still do the same kind of story. I also don't like the fact that she's helping this kid get revenge. That's not a very super thing to do either. Like, yeah,
in the comic, she doesn't want her to kill him.
Right.
Like, that's a big point. And yeah, so at one point I was like, so what's the point of any of this? Like,
right? Like, just capture the guy and that's the end of it. Like, yeah, no, the narration on that comic is, you guys haven't read the comic. I've only read the first 3 and the last few pages. It is the narration. I went back and read it, the beginning, the first issue, just to make sure. The narration clearly does say that Supergirl delivered the blow and killed him. I'm like, but it's an unreliable narrator. It's like, why are we doing this weird stuff?
Yeah, she delivers a blow, and I'm thinking, okay, so that's the blow that kills him.
Right.
But he's not dead. It's like, and then you have to read some Tom King interview to figure out what happened. It's like, what?
They'll do that in the movie. In the movie, they're going to have it be. It'll be like the guy, the girl, Ruthie will go to kill Krem, and then she won't do it, and Supergirl will be like, "You've learned the value of humanity. I'll have to." And then they'll cut the Terminator 2, and he's like, "I know now why you cry, but it's something I can never do." It's like, thanks for the same story we've seen. Why not just give it an adventure? Like, why can't it just be an adventure?
So here's something. Maybe the 3 of you can confirm this, because I'm not familiar with this. But Vegeta says, remember Black Adam was in prison for 5,000 years and didn't drink a beer and get drunk. Facts. And I remember when the Jim Shooter when Jim Shooter passed, and they kind of were bringing out some of his thoughts
Yes.
of where things went sideways with characters, and it was like, it wasn't necessarily, as you said, Jamin, that there was a loss of hope, but like everybody became an anti-hero.
Right.
So even Spider-Man, right? Like the ones who were like the shining examples of what heroism is all about became Wolverine and Punisher-esque.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a hard lean in to that kind of character. Whereas, you know, the whole thing about a lot of these origins is they're based in trauma. And why they're heroes is that they overcome the trauma enough, not to say that they sweep it under the rug, but enough to still do well and not be a train wreck in every aspect of their lives.
Yeah, I saw that stuff that he was writing. He kind of predicted it was gonna go down. It's just the people writing it are not fans of superheroes. This is what I keep like. It's like these people, like James Gunn is not a fan. How do you know? I watched his movie. Like I don't like it's like, how do I know? Because I read the comic. This guy doesn't like this character. Well, I read the comic. I know that because he wouldn't have done that. It's like people who do not believe in heroism don't. Yeah, like so. Tom King's thing is, let's deconstruct this, or let's really, but deconstruct what? Supergirl's a superhero, or she's just the same as Superman. Okay, so what? Do something cool with her. Have her go on, space adventures and fight aliens. Maybe Supergirl's like, you know what? I got to be on my own, cousin, for a little bit. Maybe the movie starts off as she's saving people with Superman, and they're like, "Hey, Superman," and she's like, "They don't see me equal to you. I want to help people." It's like, maybe I got to go off and, be on my own a little bit. They did this in Superboy, in a Superboy comic that was just recently out, which I really liked. She can go out and have a space adventure, and she finds this little girl. This little girl's, my family's been killed. She's like, "Okay, let's bring him to justice." And then maybe halfway through the movie, the little girl's like, "Well, I'm going to kill him, of course." And Supergirl's like, "Oh, no, we can't do that. What are you talking?" The movie will be a better film, like I think what Sean is saying, because the format of Superman was that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was a week in the life of Superman.
Yeah, and then they had to cut that out.
They had to cut that out, right? And now you can watch the movie, you're like, this is disjointed as
Why
shit.
are there 5 acts? What is this?
Right. There's literally, may as well be a TV series.
That's not classical storytelling.
Well, where's that check mark? Remember when you learned that in school? It's like, wait a minute. That was like literally, that wasn't even film class. That was just normal. Like, but no, Woman of Tomorrow, if they follow the story and trim it down, it will be that. So it might be an okay movie. And people will like it and be like, well, it shows Supergirl vulnerable and it shows her character, whatever. And that's fine. I'm not going to be pissed off over that. And it is from a comic, and people do like that comic. Like, it is selling very well. So it doesn't matter if I like it or not. It's selling well. So that's fine. But why? Like, people keep saying these fake things. I think it's more like people's reaction to it that pisses me off. Like, oh, it's about hope and all that. It's not. Like, the first movie's not. This one won't be either. This movie's about revenge. And then it's like, oh, she doesn't kill him at the end. Okay, is that supposed to mean something? Like, it's like, it would have been better if she tried to kill him and Supergirl stopped her. That would be more interesting. Right? Like, Supergirl's like, no, you can't. You betrayed me, Supergirl. You're teaming up with him. You won't let me kill him. It's like, no, we don't kill. Right? Like, that would be something a bit more dramatic.
Yeah, that happens in the comic, but well before the ending. But
No. Anyway.
And Chairman, like, I think one of the things that they have to like balance is because they're going to be introducing a ton of characters, and then you basically have two from the same family in this new DCEU. The question is, how are you going to differentiate Kara from Kal-El and make them both interesting with their own histories, their own personalities, and give them, kind of like equal weight in that movie universe. And I guess that's their challenge.
No, I 100% agree with that. And I think having her show up at the end of the Spider-Man or the Superman movie probably wasn't the best in order to do that. They should have just, like, movie 3 or movie 4 of this supposed franchise that we're getting, put them together then. But like, just to have her show up right away and really do nothing at the end of Superman wasn't exactly the right path for them to go, in my opinion. But and then leave her separated. just you don't have to put them together. They're two separate characters. You can have one without the other.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I would agree with that for sure. Let's get to some of the comments. Let me see here. I've got some of them starred. Travis says, I'm just hoping that the final product is good. And I think that's the hope for all of us.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Could not be reached for. I love the 70s Supergirl before the perm. I guess Farrah Fawcett kind of everybody's hairstyle back then. Could not be reached. Also says, I strongly suspect, and it's just my suspicion, that Gunn wants to make every DC character an outright asshole.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
They all are in the Superman movie. It's like none of them respect Superman. They look down on him. They make fun of him. It's like, it's Superman. If everyone else in the movie makes fun of him, yells at him, looks down at him, and he's always beat up, what am I supposed to take away from that movie? I walk out of the movie and like, I guess Superman sucks because Mr. Terrific made fun of him and he saved everybody. Like Superman didn't win anything. He didn't do anything.
Is it a case of forced conflict? Kind of like what Guardians is?
Yep.
You think about it, in Guardians, they're arguing over stuff that, okay, yeah, it could happen, but most likely they're not arguing over every little thing that goes on, right?
That's weak.
And I think that's a Gunnism. It's kind of like how Josh Whedon had his things with Buffy, right? And it's kind of weird because I was watching Gen V, the Boys spinoff.
Yeah. Oh,
and the thing that, like, I liked it, but the thing that just annoyed me was they all sounded like they were from Buffy, and I'm like, these are not 20. These are 20-year-olds or 18 or 19-year-olds, not 16 or 17-year-olds, right? Mm-hmm. And so because of just the way that they were speaking, it kind of took me out of it a little bit. But I totally enjoyed that series, especially with how they were dropping in characters from the Boys.
But at the same time, these are kids who were raised and given the V to make them superheroes. So they didn't exactly have the normal upbringing of a normal person. So how they're talking to each other in college, because it takes place at the college for Gen V. So it makes sense that they're not quite mature. Even you look at Homelander, he's not mature. He's still like a kid, really. So for them to sound like they're still early teenagers, 15, 16-year-olds, it makes plenty of sense because they didn't have a normal upbringing to begin with. So
that's a good point. I would also point to, was it Alien Earth, where the synths are basically kids who are ill and they were transported into these new bodies.
Yes.
And their speech patterns were like wild.
Yeah, they were children. They were children,
but like, I'm a former teacher. Kids don't even talk like that. And so I think one of the things that got me was, yes, they didn't grow up amongst, regular kids or, had that kind of interaction that would allow them to have a proper cadence or whatever. But it's almost like these are adult writers writing what they think kids sound like.
Right. Well, it's the Shazam conundrum. It's like, it's like in those movies, the kid is resourceful and smart and poised. And then when he turns into Shazam, it's Zachary Levi doing his dumb impression of a kid. And it's like nothing like the character we just saw.
Yeah, Billy was much more mature than Shazam, but he's supposed to get when he turns into Shazam, he's supposed to have the wisdom of Solomon, which just rolls away.
He's Shazam.
That part was left out of the movie intentionally.
I think, maybe we're overrating the wisdom of Solomon. Maybe he wasn't that smart after all. Maybe he was an idiot. So.
Real quick, if I can, Donald Thomas Capello was in the chat earlier. I want to send a shout out to him and Powerscape comic book that was 100% funded on Kickstarter. So shout out to him and a successful Kickstarter. And a great dude, another great Canadian. How about that?
So D. Thomas Capello, would this be D. Thomas Capello?
That's him.
All right.
Cool.
Excellent. Do you know what's the name of the book? Do you remember?
Powerscape.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll definitely give that a look see for sure. Let's get to some more of the comments. Milk Toast says modern writers focus too much on the man and not enough on the super. He is a superman, not a god, not a sad sack, not a superman. I think that's a pretty fair comment. Also chimes in with dialogue is bad these days when it comes to writers.
Yeah, usually. Or they all talk the same. Like James, like Star-Lord and like Guy Gardner are the same. It's like, and like the Suicide Squad, every character is the same. Like Flag, Peacemaker, like they all say, they're all stupid joke tell. Like all of them are the same. Like that Polka Dot Man, David Dastmalchian, was the only guy that was like, oh, that guy's a bit different. So it's like he became like he became default the best character because like I guess he's the only guy that's interesting. Everyone is
Weasel
like,
was there. How could you say that when the Weasel was there?
I don't even. Oh yeah, the Weasel. Yes, I remember that.
And I guess Idris was the like tired black guy. He was like, I just
Yeah, and even he was just doing. Even he was doing the genetic. They always get that guy, and then he gets shoehorned as the same thing. It's like he's pissed off at the Federation, then he's pissed off at the thing here. Whatever movie that guy's in, he's pissed off at whatever the protagonist thing is there. He's pissed off at that person. Like literally, like come on, wouldn't it have been cool? Like I guess Harley and Polka Dot Man were like the only characters that were like kind of different or whatever. But like James Gunn always has the same characters. Like Hawkgirl, Gamora, it's the same thing. It's like it's just so he can only do his style of movie, and maybe it was okay for Suicide Squad, but it's not okay for Superman, and it's definitely not okay for Superman himself.
I guess James Gunn changed with Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel because he didn't always make the same movie all the time. It's like Super and Slither and all that are not the same.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. Now he makes the same thing all the time, and
now he's got the budget.
He does got a budget.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just just have Superman fight one guy? That's it. Why didn't you do all these other losers in there? And if the losers are going to be in there, why can't Superman command them? I said this on my thing. So Superman, when the Justice Gang shows up and he's fighting the monster, Superman be like, Justice Gang, I'm glad that you're here. I need some help to subdue this thing. Green Lantern, why don't you make some giant handcuffs or something to try to bind its arms or bind its legs? Hawkgirl, can that mace penetrate the skin? Try to knock him out. It's like Mr. Terrific, those T-spheres, can they encircle the guy and scan and let me know if there's any potential weaknesses with it, right? It's like, all right, let's go. No, here's what happens.
Like Superman.
Mr. Terrific's like, oh, Superman, you're a loser. It's like, we're going to kill this thing. It's like, well, I don't want to kill it. Well, too bad. He literally looks at him, he's like idiot. And then they just make fun of Superman. And I don't understand. Am I supposed to be excited for the Superman character after this? Because he got cock blocked by like a bunch of losers.
Remember in Panic in the Sky when no one listened to Superman?
Hey, Angry Gamer,
how you doing?
So do you think in the Supergirl movie, Supergirl's going to be beat up, crying, knocked out, bloody, the whole movie, and Lobo's going to be the best character? No way.
She's going to come up as the best character.
Of course, she's going to. Of course. Yeah. In the Superman movie, when did Mr. Terrific get beat up? And when did Superman save one of the Justice Gang? Never.
So you're leaning into something that just popped into my head.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us grew up on, you can say Super Friends, but for sure it's the Justice League cartoon of the 90s, right?
Yeah.
If you take Corn Sweat's Superman, I don't see that character ever leading the Justice League.
Right.
Because everybody else is elevated above him.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's no way they're going to look to, like, what would have to happen in that universe for everyone then to look to him in the future as the leader of that group? Because they've started him so low.
Everyone tells him what to do because you'd have to the next movie better have all of the superheroes dead and he's the last one left alive to save everybody. I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's going to be worse, J-Man.
Of course it's going to be worse. Because
he teams up with Luthor, and then James Gunn straight up said in an interview, like, he likes Luthor better. He sides with Luthor. Well, don't tell me that while you're writing the Superman script.
Yeah, so now he's got to team up with his arch enemy, who is a whining loser, and like Lex Luthor was this was the worst.
Mr.
Well,
Pretty Bad.
that BVS was pretty bad too.
Nicholas Holt's a great actor, but like he's just he can only do what he's given, right?
I mean, he's yelling and screaming like a complete moron. Like, what's your problem, man? Like, why are you so weird? And like, it's like, oh, it's like I don't. It's like, can you? Luthor needs to be more cunning and a bit more subdued. Like,
right.
I like the Clancy Brown kind of Lex Luthor. Like, nothing phases me. You know, Superman.
Yeah.
Superman, stop! It's I've made this big robot, and Superman killed it in 2 seconds. He's like, well, I'll get you. Don't worry. Like he's just like, I'll get you. There's no rush.
It's bad when it's bad when the Lex Luthor from Adam Man versus Superman is better than Nicholas Holt's
Superman.
Yeah.
But I also wonder if, because there's a comment here. I'll see if I can find it. Mr. Milto says, original Teen Titans comic, men who came of age in the 30s, writing slang from the 50s, coming out of the mouths of characters in the 60s. Which is a pretty good comment. And I'm wondering if the Lex that we got, because if you think of this Lex, you think of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex, right? They're not that cunning, as you said, like person who's in control. They're almost like that Lex is a tech bro. Is a modern tech bro.
It's Elon Musk. That's what it is.
Elon Musk or Zuckerberg or whatever.
Yeah.
And these are comments on current times.
Yeah.
As opposed to like we've grown up with, say, different types of people running businesses, like the Bransons, right? Bransons,
or even fictional characters that like Gordon Gekko. Was the quintessential Lex Luthor, and that's what they based the businessman Luthor on, right? You know,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if this is.
But they're not doing characters then. Like you got to look at like so Gene Hackman was Lex Luthor from that time, which was the mad scientist, but
James Bond villain with a layer
and all that, but they gave him a little bit. It was a James Bond villain, and he had that evilness. Like he's willing to destroy that entire coastline. Like he doesn't care. He's like, oh well, now I've got the West Coast. It's my West Coast, right? So what you do now is you can have him be a tech guy. So have him be a tech guy and a business guy too, because businessmen, tech guys, they're the bad guys now, right? So make him like a bad guy like that, but he's got to be smart, because if he's crazy and yelling and screaming, that means Superman got to him.
Yes.
So, and Superman himself is a yelling and screaming maniac as well. When Lois Lane is questioning very simple questions that any half good politician could easily backtrack those questions. Well, Superman, why did you do this? It's like, well, Lois, lives were at stake, and under normal circumstances, I would definitely talk with the president to make sure everything is all clear. But in this case, I had to act fast because many lives were at stake. So yes, I take responsibility for doing that. But
he's confident in what he wants to do.
He's confident. Like that's what I had to do.
He doesn't get emotionally invested and raise his voice.
Right. He doesn't get angry. It's an adult. Yeah.
You know who's a perfect example of that? And Chairman, the character slips my mind. Cypher. It's Cypher in Gen V.
Yes.
That entire series.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but like this entire series, and Chairman, you can speak to this. It's like the dude's one step ahead. The dude is absolutely ice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, go ahead and tell us about it.
He probably was the one character out of the entire show who, because you think all these guys, they're raised on Gen V, they're superior, they're better than everybody. But this guy was probably the most level-headed, squared away, most adult of all the superheroes that we meet throughout The Boys and throughout Gen V. Like he's the one dude has his shit together. And he was, what's the word?
Cunning, calculating.
Just cunning, calculating. Just there, like he had, like he knew what you were going to do before you were going to do it, and he already had a plan to stop you from doing what you were about to do. Like he was that guy.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I see Luthor. Like anytime you've got someone who has the otherworldly powers of Superman, you've got, and the person's just regular, their countenance, their brain power, their ability to stay cool, that's their superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, see, Lex Luthor knows that Superman would never break his killing rule, because it really, realistically, Superman could just be like, no one's looking.
Yeah,
absolutely. Heat vision, just kill this guy and it's done. And Superman could easily frame someone else or make the body disappear. He can incinerate the guy, but Lex Luthor knows that Superman won't do it.
And I'm going to cut in just for
yeah.
That's what makes him vulnerable to Bruce Wayne, because Bruce knows he won't kill him.
Right.
So he uses Clark's goodness, right, his Midwestern values against him. That's what makes Batman so good.
Yeah. And like, well, yeah.
Bruce has the same weakness though. He won't kill.
Yes.
So it's kind of like you're pushing these buttons for him, but yeah, you're not willing to pull the trigger either.
Which, I mean, it makes it more. It's more interesting when they don't kill. See, this is what people keep talking about too. This the killing was like, but if they killed them, firstly, there's no recurring villains, so that's like Joker's dead on his first appearance of Joker. Batman killed him. Well, that's the end of the Joker character. So you'd have to come up with a lot more villains. But also, it's much easier. Like Superman could just kill anybody and kill everybody all the time. But if he does that, he's going to lose. He's going to lose his humanity, but he'll lose. The people won't trust him anymore, right? Like we see this happen in real life with. I don't want to get political, but people keep saying, "Oh, there's lots of shootings," right? It's like so they lose trust in authority figures if they So if you're jaywalking and the police shoot you, you're going to like, well, what the heck, right? So you can't do this. And plus Batman works with the cops. Like it's already a shady relationship to even have a relationship with this vigilante who's not holding a badge. Definitely if he's killing people. So he can't kill people anyways, but of course it's not as interesting. So as soon as none of the heroes should kill. Like why did Mr. Terrific want to kill the monster? Like Mr. Terrific doesn't kill either. It's like he's a scientist.
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific was a cool character in that movie, but he sucked too. He's an asshole. Why is he such a complete asshole? The Mr. Terrific, and I've read many with this Mr. Terrific, and I've read many with the original Mr. Terrific, Terry Sloan. This guy is a very honorable, nice guy. He's got his tech business. He's kind. He helps people. I don't understand. This Mr. Terrific was the fake. Forget about it was the fake Superman, the fake Mr. Terrific, the fake Hawk Girl. Guy Gardner, I guess, was okay. Guy Gardner happens to fit James Gunn's dumbass ideas of what.
Because James Gardner, it's the worst Green Lantern. Let's just say it.
Right. And people are saying he's the worst Green Lantern because he is that attitude. But the thing is James Gunn likes him.
In the comic book too.
Right, he's an asshole. So then why is he the most fun character in this? Because James Gunn wrote an asshole.
Yeah.
Right? So he was good at
mess that one up.
Yeah, can't mess that one up. Especially James Gunn, because he writes everybody that way. Like, why would Hawk Girl kill that guy in cold blood? Well, I didn't know what you're talking about.
That one still
makes crazy though. Creature Commandos was an absolute phenomenal series written by James Gunn.
But those characters, I don't know the Creature Commandos, but I'm pretty sure they're not heroic symbols of freedom and justice, right? Like
they're oddballs, yeah.
They're oddballs.
But he's great at writing those. They also have no conscience and they're willing to just murk you because you looked at it wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And trust me,
that's not Superman.
Pride will just murk you for looking at it wrong.
Yeah, so he was not the right person for this. It's like Zack Snyder wasn't the right person either. Like Bryan Singer wasn't the right person. None of these people are the right people for Superman. It's like they can't seem to get a handle on what the character should be.
No, they seem to be hired because they had some passing job on a superhero thing before. So it's like, oh, you must like all superhero and comic book things. Like, no, I just like 300.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he liked 300 and Watchmen. Zack Snyder was great for 300.
There's that again.
Like Zack Snyder was perfect for 300, perfect for Watchmen. Like that was, it's like that was all good. When I saw those, and I owned them all, I've seen them many, many times. I saw 300 3 times in the theater. I was like, this is like the greatest movie ever. And then I was like, this guy's gonna do Superman. Hell yeah! And then I was really pumped when I did see it. And then I watched it again and hate it. And I watched it a third time. and I'm more favorable to it now. But also because I've seen this movie, and this movie really pissed me off. Like Superman Returns pissed me off in the theater, and then Man of Steel, I liked it in the theater, and then this movie really pissed me off. Man of Steel, I didn't like after the fact. I rewatched it again. I thought Jonathan Kent is the dumbest character in the history of cinema, and all of his scenes should be deleted. Yeah, and we should just pretend that they had no fault. They're like, "Where's Jonathan Kent in this?" I don't know where Jonathan Kent is. It's weird. It's weird. Why isn't he in this movie? I don't know. It's weird. Just omit all those scenes.
Well, there's a tornado couldn't save him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just say there was a heart attack and he couldn't save him. Not a tornado where he could have saved him.
So bizarre.
That is bizarre. Yeah. That is maybe it was Bizarro World.
Well, it's objectivism times a million, and it's like if you don't know what objectivism is, there it is. Do you like it?
In its glory.
Yeah. So, got a question for you because we're gonna now slide it into the business world. This Netflix acquisition of Warner Brothers, or potential, because it looks like Paramount's making
potential. It's been lost right now.
Yeah, because I guess Paramount's making a hostile takeover bid, right?
I heard they're not going with that though now.
So, Chairman, it looks like you might have like the latest tea on this. What can you tell us is the quickest update?
So the last thing I seen was the FCC or whoever had stepped in and said, "Hey, before we allow this, we have to make sure that this doesn't meet these standards to be considered basically a hostile takeover." And then during that time, Paramount came in, was like, "Hey, we'll give you $102 billion for it." So that's the last that I have seen on it. And there could also be some government intervention as well from the White House. I don't know about that. I don't really follow politics at all. But I do know right now it is at a standstill because if Netflix is allowed to buy it, they will own whatever shares of the entertainment world that, there's rules against it. That's where I'm at with it right now.
Well, didn't a lot of Hollywood come out and complain? James Cameron specifically.
James Cameron. There's been a lot of big names saying this should not. Yeah, that this should not be allowed.
Yeah, look. The problem is that streamers in general have not done themselves any favor in PR over the past few years. It's clear to everyone what they're about, just content. And I think that's really, maybe Netflix buys Warner Brothers and continues to make movies and everyone shuts up, right? But the fact that everyone is jumping ahead and saying that's not going to happen and we're really afraid, really says something about Amazon, Netflix, all this stuff. It's like, what's Amazon done with, what is it, MGM? And can you buy classic, or can you even access classic MGM movies that built that studio, right? Marilyn Monroe movies.
I don't think it's on the Netflix library yet. But I think if you had MGM, their streaming service, I think you can still get to it that way.
Did
they whoever else?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think they did. I think they had one at one point, and I think it wasn't doing well, which is why Netflix was allowed to step in and buy.
The thing is, nobody wants this stuff. Besides us who buy stuff, right? Sean has thousands of Blu-rays. I've got almost 4,000. So we're digital guys. We like buying physical media, but a lot of people don't. My mom got rid of all of her DVDs and Blu-rays. She had a small little things. She got rid of her players. She's like, I just turn on. And my wife sits down, Netflix, turns it on, and watches her Japanese shows, and then whatever. That's all she watches. And occasionally we'll throw a movie in. These people don't. And then you're saying, well, can you get these old movies? No, you can't. But does anyone care that you can't get them? Probably not.
But what does that say about just heritage and history? It's like these movies. It's so unnecessary to flush them down the toilet. But you're kind of doing that.
Yeah, I think nobody cares.
The other thing with Netflix is that it represents sort of the death knell. Well, in a lot of people's minds, once again, it represents the death knell of physical media and that sort of, and physical media isn't just you own it and that's what that means. It also means the experience of point of sale. It's like you dump everything into one platform and you pay for the platform rather than understanding and measuring how successful something is through sales, you know, and accruing those sales, etc. And also the idea that should we really dump this down the drain? It's like, how bad are DVD and Blu-ray sales really that you feel you can kill that and do away with it? Same thing with theaters and stuff, right? So like I know the head guy or whatever came out for Netflix and said, oh, we're not going to do away with theatrical releases, but we do want to shorten the window, which is also stupid. You know, it's like, let something breathe, you know.
Yeah, but the window's already short.
You want to have Napoleon Dynamite or even Batman Begins, because I remember that thing didn't make a lot, but made legs and legs and legs every week.
Yeah, it's already done, though.
Out, right? Yeah,
it's already done. Like, nothing lasts more than 2 weeks anyways. Like,
yeah, it's literally 2 weeks streaming.
Yeah, everything is like that.
But also, is that really the case elsewhere in the world? It's not like Hollywood's the only game in town. Like, movies last a while. They have a longer window in India. They have a longer window in China.
And they probably still
in the world. How come we can't do that?
Because nobody goes to the theater. When's the last time you went? Right?
Like, why would that be?
You know what, J-Man? I'll give you a perfect example of what's wrong with it. So Sinners was in IMAX.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And I wanted to watch it. It was in IMAX, I think, for 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the time I was actually able to get free time to go watch it, I think it had been kicked out either for FF or Superman.
Yeah, it was kicked out.
The problem with each release, they kick out the last thing. But like for those big format.
For sure. And Sean, the crazy thing about it is that I remember back in the day, like, you couldn't get into something like Titanic, right? So you had to go watch James Bond. I would have gone to see James Bond, and then if I couldn't get in, I would go to Titanic.
Right. Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh, I might not see this on opening weekend, because it wasn't in 7 theaters in the same multiplex.
Right.
Yeah. APX, IMAX, standard, 3D, whatever. And then basically you're only showing 2 movies at this, or 3 movies at the Cineplex. It used to be that you could maybe see it 2 weeks, a month later, see it 3 times, right?
Right.
But there were other films in those movie houses, and it's almost like, what was it, Frankenstein? Frankenstein had a theatrical release for like a minute, and now it's on Netflix. And I haven't seen it. I actually want to see it in the theater, so I have to check and see if it's still around.
It's not. Yeah. But like, here's what streaming did. Streaming killed the specialness of movies. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with anything else other than question about movie theaters in danger. Yeah, we're talking about that now.
Yeah.
What's making movie theaters in danger is that movies aren't special. People watch them on their phone now. Like, I mean, they watch them however they can watch them on their computers. It used to be Sean and I have a spreadsheet to prove this. There was one year Sean and I went to every movie together. There's 1 year where we did 54 movies in the theater. I've got the list. Right. So that's more than 1 a week. Every Friday or whatever we would go. So that's, and then a couple of weeks we went twice. So we did 54 movies in the theater. I forgot what year that was.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty damn crazy. Now, most people only see like 3 movies in the whole year, most generic regular people. So you really need to make it right. You really need to make it special for somebody. And I stopped going because the movies were getting bad in quality, and I'm a weird case, but I'm going to purchase it anyways. Like, I didn't go see Tron Ares because I'm just going to buy Tron Ares to complete my Tron collection. So I'm not going to pay $27 for the ticket, $20 for popcorn and drink, and then pay another $40 to buy it on 4K. And that movie isn't even that good. Right. And I'm going to be spending like $90 to have a movie. I'd rather just spend the least amount of money because I can't not buy it. Like, even if I watch and say it's garbage, I have to buy. I bought the Superman movie. I pre-ordered the Steelbook, and I don't like this movie at all, and I still have it. So why would I the only reason I went for Superman is that I have to review it for my channel because I do superhero stuff. Tron Ares, I didn't need to, and I was going to buy it anyway. Same thing with like, now we went to go see Saw 10, because it's Saw, and I've seen every Saw movie in the theater except for Spiral, I think, because that didn't come out, or a couple of them didn't come out.
It was COVID, yeah.
That was the COVID movie or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I went to go see Megan 2. I was alone in the theater. I saw, Diener 89. I was alone. I've been alone. I was alone for Violent Night. No. Oh, well, Violent Night, there's a couple people, but what was the John Woo one? John Woo just did a movie. Maybe it was Silent Night or something like that. Where there's nobody in the theater. I am by myself on all of these movies. I was alone for about 4 or 5 movies, and I'm like, this is dead. People don't want to see. They're just like, it'll come to streaming. Who cares? There's nothing special about it. We'll see how Avatar does. And I know Tevye
there's
was
saying, there's little marketing as well. Like
that's
compared
true, yeah.
to what there used to be for movies. It's not like a lot of people are aware of these movies anymore. So,
yeah. Well, they're watching streaming. This is the other thing too. Because there's no ads, everything is ad free. Oh, I got to get ad free. So you're never going to see anything new. And Netflix is only going to recommend, if you go to my wife's Netflix, the entire thing is Japanese, because she watched 3 Japanese shows and she hit like on them. That's it. It's like, oh, she likes Japanese shows. Whoosh, the whole thing is Japanese shows.
Don't they do the ranking like number 1, number 2, number 3?
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. But the thing is like, it's like, that's it. Like, the way Sean and I would discover movies is we'd go to the store and buy them, and we'd look around and be like, or rental and be like, whoa, look at this. You pick up the cover, you look at it. Oh shit, this looks cool. Rent it. That's awesome. I'm going to buy it. And then I'll see part 2 in the theater. Right.
Well, we used to look up for theaters. We used to look up what releases were coming out. Yep. I don't do that anymore.
Me neither.
I used to all the time for years, for a lot of my adult life. And, I don't, I mean, I've got other priorities too. But, and also, like, I'm not watching this Avatar thing in the theater.
Yeah, neither am I.
I was going to, and I'm like, I'm not spending 4 hours with this. I'll watch it streaming.
That's a long movie. I cannot sit still that long. 4-hour movie? No. Every hour and a half, I got to go to the bathroom. Anyway,
I'm going to pee at some point. Yeah.
No, I can.
That's
make
why
it
shows
too.
had intermissions back in the day, right? Like theater.
Bring those back. I don't know what the problem
There's some
was.
theaters that still do that, where they have an intermission where you can go to the bathroom, go reorder some drinks.
Yeah.
But you know what, too, though, because like maybe I'm misremembering it. When those movies were long, they had to change the reel. And that's when they go to the bathroom.
That's why, yeah.
And with everything digital nowadays, as long as it can fit
a
hard drive, you're good.
It's just because the audience is used to it. Indian movies still do that. Like,
They
and they build their acts for that too. Like they know when they're gonna have the big dramatic sting for the intermission, right? Yeah.
Tron Ares. And Tevye was mentioning too, like some of the anime productions. But again, anime's got that really.
They got a cult following. You put them in theaters.
I know, but it's nice to see, because we hadn't seen that before. This has been a long. I mean, if you're old like us, you've seen the incline of this.
Like I saw,
back of the store to to more mainstream, and now like big successes at the box office. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had to pay $35 for every anime, and it's like for every anime, it would be HMV, downtown HMV, one shelf, and it was like $35 for a VHS tape that was dubbed, and you just like, that's what I was able to get, and then now it's everywhere. But I mean, I saw Princess Mononoke, let's say, in the theater, and there's hardly anyone there, and then it just like now it's like
wild, and now it's so popular that
it's crazy.
Got merch out the yin yang.
Yeah, because I think I have it on VHS. It's actually my favorite
of the Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli's.
Yeah,
and they're all getting brand new 4K releases over the next few years.
I like
forgot which
Nausicaa.
titles it was.
There's a lot.
There's like a handful of them that are going to get 4K digital re-releases, which those movies are absolutely beautiful to begin with. Now you want to redo them into 4K. It's going to be phenomenal in the theater.
Yeah. I got a question here. I'm trying to find it because I think I scrolled past it quickly, but it was a comment about how like where we are now with movie watching is kind of like vaudeville
Right.
in the 1900s, right? Like it's like we might just be in that time where the technology and things like COVID, which kind of changed human behavior and human patterns.
That was me. That's when I was
Right.
like, I no longer want to be in public because people are dirty.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear it. I can feel that. Like, you know, you get a certain cough and whatever, and you're just like, and you don't, you know, I think we're all still kind of recovering from that time period in some way.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, when you think of like the size of televisions now, because you're actually seeing it even at the gate for some sports, where it's like, if I have a big TV and I'm paying whatever for my cable and I can get games on Amazon, why am I going to an arena and then have to pay parking, fight traffic, pay for overpriced food,
And
you
see
know,
one view.
and see one
Yeah.
view, right? And I
Yeah.
don't get to
Yeah.
hear my favorite announcer. And
Yeah.
then when you think of like how like viewing habits are changing, especially around the world with like vertical dramas in Asia, and everything's on your phone, everything's on your on an iPad, like desktops are obsolete for viewing in a lot of cases, right? So when you think of like, I was on Blue Sky the other day and I follow Patch Zurcher, and I was actually just looking for it during one of the comments when you guys were talking, where I think it was someone at Netflix, a higher up at Netflix, was saying that his kid watches movies on his phone, and the movie that he watched was Lawrence of Arabia, and he enjoyed it. And then Patch, I don't want to misquote him, but I remember making this comment on the thread where it's like he showed all the different like vistas and panoramic shots that are in Lawrence of Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you can't even tell it's a camel if you're watching it on your phone, because the background envelops, and it's the aspect ratio and everything dominates, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you take that and you're like, okay, so I'm gonna watch Lawrence of Arabia on my phone, you lose all of the cinematography and all of the things that make that special. It's like asking me to watch, the final battle in Empire. Sorry, not Empire, Return of the Jedi, where everything's all remastered. You've got tons more ships flying all over the place, and I'm gonna watch it on my phone. I miss everything.
Yeah,
you're seeing one thing in the middle of your screen the entire time.
Exactly. And with verticals, you basically, it's a close-up. So your selfies on every character, you never really see the background. And so we consume things differently, right? And it might be one of the things where, like, if you're a big comic book fan, you got your one foot in, maybe you have both feet still in like the gold and silver age, right? I want to pick up the books, haven't fully gone digital. But the kids that are coming up now, they have their small manga, they watch their anime on their phone, and so the consumption is different.
Yeah.
This is why you don't get hardcore fans too. Like, you're not engulfed in the thing. Like, I have Lawrence of Arabia, the best versions, 4K and all that, and we watch on the 65-inch 4K, and like you're like into it. I don't think nobody loves anything. That's the problem. That's why it's gonna die. Like you know, whatever I love now, whatever you see in the background, Godzilla, Star Wars, superheroes, it's the same. Like, I didn't change it. You can go to my little kid pictures. There's a Superman cake. I have a Godzilla toy in the hand. Got like a Dukes of Hazzard car. Got like, you know, whatever. It's the same shit I got now. It's just the better version.
Yeah, just the adult money version.
It's just it's the adult money version. So instead of having the shitty Star Wars toys, now I got the Kick-Ass Black Series or whatever.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Literally sitting on the shelf.
Yeah, I know. We saw some of your stuff earlier. It's like same thing with Sean. Same thing. Any of us. It's like that's the same. Now kids now, my niece and nephew. I've got two sets. I've got one who's going into university, and then I've got so a niece and nephew who are like graduating high school. One's in university, just went to university, and then I've got smaller kids who are like 8 years old. It's like they don't have anything they like because Christmas comes around and birthdays come around, and I don't know what to buy them. You know who was easy to shop for? Who has two thumbs that was easy to shop for as a kid? This kid right here. Mm-hmm. It's like, what is Jason like? Pretty much anything. He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe, like, oh, sorry, we couldn't find He-Man. We got you Visionaries. Visionaries is cool. I like Visionaries. It's like, oh, we couldn't get you Grimlock, but we got you Sky Commanders. I like Sky Commanders. That's pretty cool, right? Like, it's like we like, and we still do. Like right now, somebody was mentioning, why don't you guys review Inhumanoids? You know why we don't review Inhumanoids? Because it's so awesome that we forgot how awesome it is that we need to now review it. It's like, of course we're going to review Inhumanoids. It's like we didn't review Inhumanoids yet because we love everything. It's like we're still doing Brave Star.
Exactly. We're still trying to get through Brave Star.
We're going to get through it. 2 more left. 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
2 more.
Yeah. But it's interesting that you mentioned that because like in the last comment about the adult collector market propping up a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're trafficking in nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh, yeah, big time.
And like Sideshow just dropped a new Spider-Man figure based on the 70s.
It looks awesome.
It looks amazing. I'm gonna pop it up. But here's the thing, though.
I don't have Sideshow money.
I don't
Me
have
neither.
Sideshow either. But here's the thing, though. It's just a supercharged, jacked up version of the Mego toy that I would have been dying to get when I was like 7.
I had it.
Yeah, I had it. I had the 8-inch, and then I had the 12-inch in the orange box. It was fire. Like, look at this thing.
It's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. It is a
Yeah, but the cloth, is really Mego-ish to me. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
and that's what is the throwback for me from Mego.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of is the Indian version of Spider-Man.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh yeah. Hold on a sec, Sean. We're gonna get that one.
Yeah.
Show us again. There we go. And that's amazing.
Great box, yeah.
So I
had
had the 12-inch version of it, which actually was pretty good when it came to like the Chris Reeve sculpt. Like all things considered, it kind of looked like him back then.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Conan came out, I turned Superman into Conan.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Because it was back in the day where like you got those cocktail swords.
Right.
Oh yes. Oh, we got tons of those.
Yeah.
And so I just taped it up the handle, and then because he kind of had a kung fu grip kind of thing. And then you just put them, and then you had Conan because Conan was huge.
Yeah.
Back in like 82 or 83 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then all the weird spin-offs. We got Beastmaster and all that.
Oh yeah. And these movies are right up Sean and J Man's alley. Because like
I was just gonna say, you know what's a really bad ripoff of Conan? Nothing, because they're all awesome. Your Deathstalker, like Ator, there's not one bad one.
Yeah.
I literally I double checked this before the stream started. I just coincidentally double checked this, and it's fact proven. There's no bad ones. It's
Yeah.
There's not.
I was gonna say about Lawrence of Arabia. Maybe in the future, like premium presentations like that will be commodified, like that Wizard of Oz thing in Vegas. I don't know if you know about that big the big orb or whatever.
Yes.
But it's basically a ride, and maybe because no one's presenting Lawrence of Arabia like that anymore, that will be a special $100 ticket bullcrap thing you go to, right? But the other thing too, we keep going back to this. Our generation is into narratives and storytelling and is pulp action stuff, and it's indelibly marked on us. And I'm always fascinated by the fact that like generations after us don't care about the stuff they liked in their childhood. Like there's no Skylanders revival. There's no, like Robots movie or something. Like,
where's the Twilight? Where are the Twilight conventions? Do they have any? Like that was so big. People were like, "Oh, Twilight's the greatest thing ever." It's like, is it though? It's like Harry Potter's the only one I can think of. Harry Potter's the only one I can think of, which is up there.
Yeah.
And maybe Goosebumps. Yeah.
J-Man,
shout out.
Mm-hmm.
I had you popped into my head the other day because Wonder Woman, the classic Wonder Woman with Linda Carter was on, and there was an episode where she was undercover at a sci-fi convention.
Yes,
and I'm like,
Robbie the Robot's in that one.
Yeah, and Renee Ajudabunov from DS9 in it.
Oh no,
I'm like, wait a second. I know they had Trek conventions, but they had them that far back because that would have been like 75 or something. That show.
Yeah, and there's Logan's Run guys
Right?
in that one, and all
Right.
that. It's like, yeah, no, that was awesome.
And so you're right. Like it seems because when you think about it, around the 70s and anything that was made in the 60s, and then you have this kids of the 70s and the 80s, that's like the first time that level of toy production, animation, all that stuff kind of like exploded. And now it's kind of like the kids nowadays are almost viewing like this as like, of course you can talk to someone across the ocean and see their face in real time, like FaceTiming or whatever, or WhatsApp. For us, that was the Joker gonna take over Gotham, essentially, because he would come over and take over some sort of broadcast, and it was science fiction. So I think for them, there's not much that is so new that, because there's always something new that's crazy. Like the rate of innovation and everything is crazy right now, that there's not enough for it to sink in. And then like, there's nothing to miss.
There's,
like, I remember
there's no wonder to it.
Stuff. Right?
Yeah, there won't even
no
be
wonder.
celebrities because you see them every day all over the place. Like if you went to go see a Cary Grant picture, you didn't go see the movie whatever movie he was in, the title didn't matter. People said, I'm going to go see Bogart. What movie are you seeing? Oh, I'm going to go see the new Bogart picture. What's the name of it? Oh, well, I don't know, whatever. The one with Humphrey Bogart. You weren't saying the name. Like the only person I could think of is maybe Tom Cruise, where you say, oh, I'll see the next Tom Cruise. But his movies, you know the movie. Like you're like, I got to go see Top Gun. It's like, but back then, though you want to see them. But now we see these people everywhere. Nobody's going to say, I can't wait to go see the next Timothée Chalamet movie. You're like, who cares, right? Like, nobody's going to be like, oh, I can't wait to see the next whoever. Pick someone else. Like, I mean, you see them everywhere. It's like, so there's a lot of people that, I liked. I remember with like, let's say Jennifer Love Hewitt, who is one who I had like a big crush on. So I was like, oh, Jennifer Love Hewitt. And it's like,
still do.
We went to her movies. Yeah.
Still do.
She still do, of course. But like, you went to go see her movies, but I mean, a lot of them weren't that great, but you still liked her. It's like, well, yeah, because we saw photos and you could see magazine pictures and all that. So it's like, now you've got internet and now you've got AI, which can do anything you want with anybody. So you don't need to go see these movies. Like people love Sydney Sweeney. Literally all her movies are crap except for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And that's why, because she's only a bit part in that. Otherwise, every movie she's in, it's like goes nowhere. But they still love her. Well, because who cares? You follow her on Instagram.
Euphoria was good.
I didn't see that, but I'm just assuming I haven't seen. Yeah.
Unless you got
Bogart-
kids, you'll see it. But
Bogart was a brand, and so when you see a Bogart movie, you know what you're getting. That's
Right.
why you say
He's
it's
a
a Bogart
brand.
movie. And it's the same thing with Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's like you're going to see the hot chick movie. You're going
Right.
to see the. She was a brand at the time. And there's no branding. Like, what's the Timothée Chalamet brand? That he's bland. That he's like
wimpy
Like,
character.
yeah.
He's wimpy. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, does Jennifer Lawrence have a brand?
yeah, first female action star or whatever.
But she kind of doesn't, and I don't think she's a big star either. Like, she's not a draw,
No, she had those Hunger Games, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah, like she produced a comedy movie, and I can't remember the name of it.
Yes, I remember that it just came out like a couple years ago.
Yeah, with the kid and the parents want to set her. They hire her to be his girlfriend or something.
I don't know. I've never even heard.
And
of
the only
it.
reason that movie is as popular as it is because she goes full frontal.
Yeah,
she's
That's
naked.
the only reason.
I told you that scene, J-Man. Yeah.
Oh,
She does like a suplex on a guy,
yeah. Okay, I remember that, but I don't remember the
That
name
was
of the
funny.
movie.
That was actually pretty cool. But
Yeah.
the
But
only reason
what's
it
her
gets
brand?
airtime
It's
is
like-
she was naked.
Yeah, that
Right.
wasn't. That's still. She's naked, and it still wasn't a draw.
Because who cares? AI will do it for you. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter who you like. What's
Well,
the
nothing
difference?
special.
J-Man, guys, we're in the Matrix in some
Yeah, we are in the Matrix,
right?
Yeah.
Where like depending on what's in your feed or whatever, you're seeing stuff that's not real. And like Joe Poltoliano, I know the steak isn't real, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? For a lot of cases. And so I see a lot of love for Spider-Man
Nicholas Hammond.
1977. Nicholas Hammond from the
Sound of Music. Yeah.
Sound of Music, man.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once upon a time.
Yes, yeah.
Yep,
He's done that too.
definitely. And like
He
great
was
actor.
just in the news recently, was he not?
I think the Electric Company Spider-Man had passed.
Yeah, Denny
That's
Sequin
it. That's
guy.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
Oh man, I remember when that came on. You're like, oh,
What?
like
Electric Company rocked, man.
Yeah, that
And
was awesome.
What's his name? Morgan Freeman, Easy Reader.
That was his big break in
Yeah.
his 40s. yeah. Yeah.
well, whatever.
Hey, good things come to those who wait, right? He's like,
Yeah.
I guess Sam Jackson was the same thing when you think about it.
Sam
Yeah.
Jackson, see him in True Romance. He's in it for like 1 minute and gets killed, and then all this. If you look at True Romance's, that entire cast is crazy because
It's
everyone
crazy.
is awesome now. Right?
Gandolfini's
Like,
in it. Like,
yeah,
it's nuts.
Brad Pitt, he's like that. Val Kilmer is Elvis in a reflection in his mind. You're like, okay, but like, Brad Pitt being that idiot Floyd who smoked the letter. He's like, Floyd
Mhm.
smoked the letter. I sent you a letter that we were coming. Well, Floyd smoked it. I love that he got a letter. That's
good.
super funny, man. That's really funny.
Tarantino wrote it but didn't direct it.
All right. It was
Yeah,
Tony
so-
Scott, right?
I think so. So we got a little bit of time left, so let's get into the best and worst of 2025. We can go comics, we can go movies. I'm going to kick it off with movies just to set the tone.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds 2025, the Ice Cube.
Oh, that's the worst,
It's the
obviously.
worst.
That is so bad. It's the worst movie, comic book, toy, video game, everything. It's terrible. Like not even a student film could be that bad.
I didn't
Did you
see
not see
very many
Jason X?
movies.
Pardon me?
Said you didn't see Jason X.
No,
I love Jason X.
no, I
It was a
haven't seen
student film. It was literally the creator of Jason, I think, gave them the rights to the movie for free,
Uh-huh.
and then one of their dads put up like $30,000 to make the movie.
Wow.
And so Jason X, and the one in outer space, was
Right.
literally a college graduate program movie.
Sweet.
No, it's got a lot of Canadian actors in, including Cronenberg. And it's better than like all other horror movies or most other horror, minus Terrifier. It's better than everything else that's come out.
Too good.
That weird Star Trek Section 31 thing.
Yeah, that came out. That was piss and an
It's
absolute.
really badly shot and edited. I don't even know if it's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to. Yeah,
it
it's supposed to
can't
be real.
stay still. It's like it's crazy, and it came in wet, and people forgot it even happened. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Vegeta, buddy. Like you're doing a lot of good comments. I've seen your comments.
Yeah, the comments are his comments are fire. Their comments
It
are
is
fire.
just Jason in space, but it was such a unique, fun concept of a movie
Yeah.
that I absolutely loved. I actually seen it in theaters.
So did I. But Friday 1 through 7 is just Jason in the woods. So except for part 1, 2 to 7 is Jason in the woods. So
I just
One
want to say
time he went to New York. Okay, he went to.
yeah,
New
that
York.
was 8. I said 2 to 7. I'm a Friday the 13th supermaster. When I was a kid, I made a 6-hour documentary on the Friday the 13th movies that I made myself. I was like, just made it on my own just to make it, like for nobody's purpose other than mine. I went through every kill, how many weapons he used. I had a tally of all the different weapons. It's like all the I'm like a big time Jason. I have an entire massive Jason collection. I've been Jason for Halloween since I saw Jason. I've been Jason for Halloween until my mom said you shouldn't be going out for Halloween anymore. Then I did 3 more years after that. So she said, you really should stop going out for trick-or-treating. I was like, sure, no problem. And then I did 3 more years after she said I'm too old to do it.
Oh, great.
I love Hellraiser 4.
which is also Pinhead in space.
I love it.
Did y'all like the new one with the female Pinhead?
Yes.
Absolutely
liked it.
loved it.
I
I
liked it.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
I did.
people did not like it, but I'm like,
I don't think they watched it because
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
like,
it was
it was
I thought it was
so
going to be piss. I thought it was going to be an absolute piss pile of garbage. I started that movie. I was like, I'm going to hate this movie. I'm going to destroy this. And as I was watching, I was like, I don't know if I could destroy this movie. I'm kind of liking it. And then it ended. I thought this wasn't that bad. Then I watched it again, and And I was like, I like this movie. I'm like, damn it, I get more views on my channel if I hate something.
Yes.
So I was really disappointed that I liked it.
If you piss and raise hell on anything, you're going to get views and likes. And
I know, but I won't lie. That's my problem is I won't actually lie. If I do like it, so I did a video saying I liked it and everyone thought, yeah, whatever. So, no one cared. So that was it.
I forgot the Captain America Brave New World was this year as well.
That was pretty bad.
How long has this year been? Oh my God.
It was February.
That sucks.
Well, I got the keychain. This is better than the movie. And it's pretty cool. But yeah, no, I think that movie is not going to be remembered fondly. It's really disjointed. It's really, the premise is kind of stupid. It's just disappointing. And I mean, you could do a lot with any character, but including, Sam Wilson, but they just don't. It's just purely Harrison Ford's movie.
So how do you make a Hulk movie without Hulk? Like, I don't understand.
You make this, yeah.
I mean, you can do it, but this wasn't it.
Yeah.
Well, they ruined Falcon too. Like, the other thing is, I like Falcon as Falcon. Like, why can't he just be like? Why are they saying that Falcon is not a good character? See, the problem with these things where they upgrade him to Captain America, they did, and in the comics means nothing. Lots of stuff happens in the comics to shake things up and get sales, so that's rubbish. But transforming him in this is basically saying Falcon is not a cool character, because eventually down the line somewhere, Steve Rogers will come back, right?
He needs his own villains, and that's the problem with the comics too, is that they just have him fight Captain America villains. It's like, well, this isn't much of a character. What's his tie to these guys? Like,
That I agree, that sucked. All the movies, all this Fantastic Four sucks. Thunderbolts, I guess.
Yeah, like J-Man and I saw the Deathstalker so-called remake. It's really part 5. That was awesome and a half. It was. It's what we want.
Yeah,
and it's a movie that no one saw, but it's fantastic. Yeah.
I also like Megan 2, and Halloween. No, VHS Halloween.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was Sean could not stop talking about that for like weeks. It's like
we're at a BMV downtown and I randomly brought it up. It's like, that VHS Halloween is awesome.
Yeah, VHS Halloween, that was awesome, man. And I like Megan too. I don't care what Tevye says. I know he's trying to you're complete. I saw it by myself, so I can definitely say that the entire audience that I saw it with loved it.
Megan too, when they started playing Britney, I was
it's just genius.
You absolutely had me when they started doing that.
It's genius. I love it. I'm gonna buy it if Megan comes out as a real toy, like a big one. I'm buying it.
There is one. I thought.
No, I want a real Megan. I don't want a toy. I want a real Megan.
No. They dropped a real 3 or 4 foot tall Megan.
Oh, really? I'm gonna look that up. That's awesome.
Say Hot Toys did one.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's
Mission Impossible 8. Yeah, I didn't see that one yet, but all of the other ones are very good.
Mission Impossible 8, just too much exposition. I think like it maybe should have been 3 movies or something. Look, you get my money if Tom Cruise is running somewhere in a film. Immediately have my money. I think this was my least favorite out of all of them. And you know what? I'm gonna go on record and say it. Killing Elsa was a mistake.
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know who that is. But and I don't remember.
Thanks, Steve. No.
Oh no.
Well, wait a second. Like the Tin Man actually doesn't become tin at the end of the Wizard of Oz. Is that another spoiler alert?
The Tin Man. Well, that's a very old story and a very old movie. And the Tin Man does get a heart at the end, so that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
He always had a heart.
He always had one, but now he has a representation, a physical representation of the heart.
You know who had it? The dude in Temple of Doom. That's
yes.
Oh yeah.
Mola Ram. Mola Rams.
Yeah. So we've done some great movies and some bad movies. I am enjoying. I'm on the fence of Pluribus. I'm watching it and I'm not quite sure, but I love Rhea Seehorn.
So do I.
And Vince Gilligan can do anything, so I'm giving it a shot. I just want to see where it's going, but I'm enjoying it. Let me see. I made some other notes of stuff that I enjoyed. I like Dan as anime. I like season 2 of that. That was on
so
point.
Good.
It's
so
so
good. Sakamoto Days was as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
And I just seen today they are already. I seen a. I don't know if it was a
I think it's
AI
fake.
trailer.
It's fake.
Is it? But I
Yeah,
know there is a
I
live
just
action.
I watched it 10 minutes before I started here. My wife.
Same.
Yeah, no,
But I do
I
know
don't know.
there is a live action coming.
Right.
But I don't think that trailer that we seen today, that teaser we seen today, was the
Yeah.
actual teaser for the live action Sakamoto days.
That is so funny
Right.
that that's the last thing I watched before logging on here. And I thought to
Same.
myself, this looks fake. It's like,
You gotta be so on-
That
gotta
is
be so on
happening.
guard
It is
nowadays.
happening.
Yeah.
But the anime itself is terrific.
right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna admit it. K-pop Demon Hunters was fire, man.
I know
Dude,
you like. I haven't
If
seen that.
anybody says it's not, they're freaking lying to themselves.
It's a fun watch,
And they are singing along with it as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Big
movies
hit.
and the movies that I liked Sinners, and I liked
Sinners was
Weapons.
amazing.
Weapons. I
Weapons
thought was
so
really
good.
good. It's a great horror film, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Welcome to Derry. Welcome
I like
to
the
Derry.
first. I like the first half of Weapons, and I like the second half of Weapons. I just don't like them together. It's like the first half was like
You're
this.
not the first person I've heard say that.
No, like the first half was
Yeah.
like this big. I was like, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, the kids are right there, like across the street. I'm like, the cops would definitely search better. I was like, okay, that's weird. And then the next half was like they're tearing that woman apart. I'm like, this is hilarious. I'm like,
Mhm.
were these two supposed to go together? I feel like someone started the movie and then the director died, and then this other director came in and says, I'm going to change whatever I want, and make it stupid,
Did you watch
which I like.
Barbarian last
I
year?
saw Barbarians, and
So it had
Barbarian.
that same feel to it, but it
It's
was
the same
so
thing.
good.
But the
So good.
first half of Barbarian was like, whoa, the dialogue, like this is super creepy. And then it's like some naked woman with superpowers. I'm like, okay, being inbred and naked doesn't give you superpowers. I'm like, okay,
But
this
it
is
makes
a
you
weird
really
movie.
strong.
It's like so fake. And so I was like, so again, I like Barbarian and I like my wife hated both. Like she's done with this director. Like she's completely
Yeah.
done. She
I
hated
like his
both.
stuff.
But I like that he wants to make 4 movies and then he just makes 2 movies and then just connects them in a fake way. Like, this ineffective witch is stealing kids to drain their life force, but it's not working.
He's doing Resident Evil,
Oh God,
the new one. Yeah.
that'll
he
be,
is.
oh, Nobody 2 is awesome.
That'll be interesting. So I haven't
Nobody-
seen Nobody 2. I love Nobody 1.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
It's
awesome.
cool.
Maybe that'll
Working
be-
Man
Predator
sucked.
Badlands is really good. Ballerina is when is that? That's next year though. In January.
No, Ballerina
it
came
look-
out already.
Yeah, I
It
saw it in
came
the
out.
theater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Anna de Armas. That's
Yeah.
John Wick.
I didn't
John
realize
Wick
it was
story.
out.
I'm calling that a Mary Sue. I saw it in the theater. It's a Mary Sue movie. I don't care what excuses they make. Predator Badlands I didn't see, but I have zero interest in non-masculine, pumped up, awesome, beefed up guys getting killed by the Predator and him teaming up with lame characters I don't care about. I don't want this like lame ass kitty Predator movie. It's like
It looks
It's
like it looks
I
like
like
Mantis
it.
and
It
Drax.
was I like it because it shows a different side of the Predators and their upbringing and how they're raised in their community and kind of how we get to the city stalker of Predator 2 in the
Right.
jungle Predator in the first one. I like that we get to see that finally for the first time because we've seen it, we've heard the lore, we've read the comic books, but to actually see that on the big screen, I thought was really cool.
Chairman.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I don't like any. It's like Michael Myers' background. Like, as soon as they give a background, like, well, this sucks. I don't want to know about the Predators. They're supposed to be a monster that's scary and to be avoided, not to be teamed up with and played with plush toys. Like, the Predator is now not scary at all. It's a cartoon character. It's never going to be rated R again. That franchise is dead as shit.
Yeah,
to
now
me.
it's like Predator Walmart and Predator taxes and Predator. Like I don't.
Yeah,
this
like
isn't
are they going to
Predator
get
anymore.
jobs and stuff? And is there going to be some predators that don't want to hunt? They're like, I don't want to
And
hunt.
then
We
there's
shouldn't hunt
pacifist
people.
predators and stuff.
Passive,
This is
like
not-
You
I
know
don't
what,
like
though?
any of that.
Anymore.
I just I like Predator 1 and Predator 2, and that's it. Everything else is garbage. I don't like any of even Part 3. I don't like that either. It can all.
This is a hot take because I liked
Yeah.
Predator Badlands, and I think it's because I did like the kind of world building that they're doing with it.
Yeah,
Chairman, I want to see the mom, to be honest with you. If you've seen the movie, you
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The mom I want to see. But J-Man's take on the Predators, that's my take with Vader. I don't care about Anakin Skywalker.
me neither.
One,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Give
Anakin,
me
Anakin sucks.
Give me the guy
Well-
choking people across Star Destroyers. That's the guy I want to
But
see.
it doesn't even work on screen. It's like that, and the Anakin that you see in the prequels is definitely 100% not Darth Vader.
Right.
It's not even his voice. It's not his mannerisms. It's not anything.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I do like Jake Lloyd because I thought he was very cute and then he was very earnest. So
Yeah.
I like Jake Lloyd, but I hate Hayden Christensen. He
I
sucks.
get the idea of what he's going for. It just doesn't work.
It's bad.
I'm going to
Yeah.
disagree with everything everybody just said about
That's
Hayden
good.
Christensen and
We love-
the Skywalker family.
Well, what about okay? But his acting is horrendous though. In that,
It's not
in this,
though.
sorry.
Actor is only as good as the part he is given, and that's
So
why
that-
the writing's great in Ahsoka, and also his acting of that version of Anakin.
No, I watched about 6 episodes of Ahsoka and I just stopped and I
Watch the whole season because there was only 6 episodes.
okay, so I missed the last 2, so I saw 4 episodes. Then I didn't finish it. I don't remember it. I watched 1 episode. I thought, why am I watching this? Then I just after 4 episodes, I thought I might commit suicide if I finish this. So I better just stop watching because it's so awful. It's boring. I hate all those Star Wars shows. There's 5 Star Wars movies, the 2 Ewok movies and the 3 original trilogy. That's it. The rest of it can be erased from existence. It's all fake. I don't like any of it.
This is where we can disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Exactly, exactly,
It's fine.
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Clone Wars sucks too. I didn't watch it, but whatever. It sucks.
It's neat.
It sucks. Animation, it's fake. Star Wars is a live action thing. It's not animation. I own all this on Blu-ray. I own Mandalorian. I own all the Clone Wars. I own the 3 prequels. I own the 3 shitty sequels. I own everything. I bought all. I have a massive Star Wars collection. I have everything. I've got lots of books, but it's still fan fiction and fake Star Wars. I don't mind Phantom Menace as a fun movie to throw on, just to throw it on, and I don't mind Rogue One as a neat movie. But like, the real Star Wars movies are the first 3. Everything else is fake. The Jedi are wearing the same clothes, like they're like Obi-Wan's wearing the same clothes. So how is he undercover? Like, it's like you look the same. It's like there he is, right there. You're wearing the same. Don't you have other cool clothes you could wear? Like he's wearing the same thing in 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's pretty weird, isn't it? It's all lazy and stupid. It's like I don't remember owning a droid. It's like okay.
I will grant you there
Like-
because I still have the question is, and I know there are other C-3PO models out, but how does Vader not recognize
He does
3PO
recognize him.
or R2? When? Remind me because I don't remember.
Yeah,
when
when
he gave, remember when C-3PO and Cloud City was taken apart and disassembled?
Uh-huh.
yeah.
He tells them to give the droid back to the Wookiee. Do you think if Vader didn't recognize him that he would have let that protocol droid leave Cloud City with the Wookiee if he didn't recognize who he was?
I don't remember Vader saying give it back.
I'll have to rewatch it.
Rewatch it.
I'll have to rewatch it. I don't remember that. But that was
Vader says that to who?
To the stormtroopers. It may not have happened in the movie. It definitely happened in the comic book version of it.
Oh, so yeah, I like
Okay.
that. Yeah,
You
no,
have to
that.
feel, so
Okay,
here's-
so how much research do I have to do to watch a movie? I just want to watch the movie. I saw Jedi in the theater.
absolutely watch the movie.
Yeah,
But-
Yeah,
like, I'm not re-
I'll go back and watch that. I'll
Yeah.
go back and watch that for sure. But all to be honest with you, a lot of those Star Wars movies were done on the fly, like the Leia Luke thing, then becoming brother sister. Because if you look at Empire, Luke's got a chance, and then he has no
Yeah.
chance with Leia, right? And so you could just tell that things are changing as they're making the movies. We're looking at it retrospectively as though everything was like locked in.
it wasn't.
Time for shooting.
Yeah.
Things are up for change, and that's fine, right? Still a great watch. Getting back to some of the best and worst of 2025, I loved Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
When it come to when the comics, loved it, and the indie stuff that's on Kickstarter for a lot of the indie books has been like phenomenal. Some really great stuff. Chairman, you were telling me about when we last spoke, some phenomenal indie stuff. And if you can rattle off some of the ones that you loved, I'd love to hear it.
From a Kickstarter
Oh,
perspective.
no, just indie period. But if you got more, that's great.
So I really this year, Free Planet, Aubrey Sitterson has been fantastic. Hang on, I got a list.
There we go.
This one just come out by Rodney Barnes, Crownsville, which is also based on a true story of a hospital.
Okay.
That one just started. It's on issue 2. This one right here, I really excited about this one. It's called Ordained from Bad Idea.
Yeah, Ordained. We've been getting some of the press from it, and it looks amazing.
It absolutely is. I read issue 1 at lunchtime, and it was amazing. So if you're into Jimmy Palmiotti and those guys, they did Pop Kill this year. They released the Christmas cover for December of Pop Kill.
Nice.
EC Comics and Ani Press are back in a big way with the Chills, Shiver Suspense Stories. These are anthology books, and they are absolutely phenomenal. If you're reading anything from Ghost Machine, and if you're not, you should be ashamed. But Geiger hit the shelf today. Here's what I was talking about. Free Planet, Aubrey Sitterson. This is probably going to be easily in my top 10 of 2025 from a comic book perspective. I Hate Fairyland, of course, is still ongoing with Scotty Young. What else come out today that was good? Yeah, that's it for today. From my perspective, I did pick up the Absolute Batman for the Joker, which was an amazing cover. I just had it. Let me pull it back out. What did I do with it?
You when you had it, I feel like you moved it to the shelf.
I did. I didn't move it to the shelf.
Oh no, okay. I was trying to remember you had it up.
Yeah, because you did show up.
So I picked up 2 covers for it because they were absolutely phenomenal. So the true demon version of the Batman, and then also I got the up close cover, with the face. Because I mean that's absolutely horrifying. And this is just a one shot to tell the origin story of the Joker in the Absolute series, which I thought was absolutely amazing. But if people aren't familiar with Bad Idea, I highly, highly recommend you get familiar with them because they have dropped some really great titles over the last couple of months. But that was my new comic book day as well. So
nice. Nice.
And I think the Ultimate Spider-Man 3099 I think came out today as well. But I don't do a lot of Marvel and I don't do a lot of DC. Literally the only reason I picked up that Absolute Batman was for the Joker origin story and that cover.
Well, I know Transformers, like Void Rivals and Transformers, and the G.I. Joe.
Awesome.
Actually, that's going to be what's in the box number 3 this weekend that I'm going to record. I just got the voice covers for Void Rivals and Transformers.
Very cool.
Yeah. And the announcement they're going to make a cartoon based on the Skybound comic as well.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Adult animated Transformers, Void Rivals, G.I. Joe
universe. Yeah.
Yep. The whole
G.I. Joe's
universe.
So,
Yep.
Transformers is the best ongoing comic, I think, for me.
Oh yeah, easy.
I mean, Conan the Barbarian's.
Conan.
The new Conan just started last month, I think.
Conan's great.
Yeah, Savage Sword.
Savage Sword is also
Savage
good.
Sword has gotten better. Yeah. I was hard on it before, but I still collect it, and it's gotten better and better. The art is better. It used to be that they were translating lots of complex colors to black and white, and it was muddy as ass. But now it's really good, and the stories are great too. And Savage Sword Reforged is a cool idea.
Very much so.
Really, really enjoy that as well. So that's cool. Yeah, as you said, Chairman, anything Ghost Machine. Well, most of the Ghost Machine stuff, the core 3, Red Coat, and
Red Coat just got announced. It's getting a movie as well.
Oh, cool. That's a neat. I like Redcoat a lot. And it turned out to be my favorite of the bunch. I know Geiger's just badass,
Yeah.
but yeah. But Redcoat has some really great cinematic storytelling. I
It
usually hate
does,
that,
and it's got that
but like
perfect
when it goes
blend of
to a
comedy
climax,
too.
it feels like a climax. It's great.
Yeah, no, that last
Yeah.
story arc was absolutely amazing. But if we want to talk a Kickstarter perspective, shit, Ben Lacey released Shark of War #9, the final of this arc. Bruno Catarina, who I think has also been on Comics Asylum,
Bruno's great.
he will be back with us, I think, in January for the release of his new one. Bobby Campbell with Tales of the Illuminatus, which he also has a graphic novel coming soon, which as soon as that announcement is made, I'm going to have him back on the USDN as well. Mike Scrace out of the UK as well does some amazing stuff. Duke Electric with Greg was awesome. Ethan Coogan and Jessica Silvetti with Shock-Headed Peter Volume 2, which came out this year. I just had them and the artist who does Shock-Headed Peter on the podcast. Apogee Comics and their universe they're building over there. Christopher Ford with Dark Pink Comics. That book was absolutely amazing. I just got the digital of that book, and I was absolutely blown away by it. Lucky Devil Comics with The Plague. Thomas Capello, or Donald Capello, who was just in the chat a little bit ago with Powerscape. I got to read the first book of it when he sent it to me with the presser. Phenomenal book there. Bloodline Comics has Carmilla going right now. John Luzar. Steve, I'm not going to leave you off, man, because
you're too kind.
Your book was top notch. I loved every second of that read.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. That was
Jason
awesome.
Lennox on. Jason Lennox was just on with Lord of the Cosmos, which is what absolutely just fun, bizarre world. If you're into 1980s heavy metal magazine, that comic book will make you fall in love with heavy metal magazine all over again. And John McGuire he's got a fun little story with what was the name of that book? I don't want to do him wrong by not. It was In Our Dreams Awake. It was issue number 3, but it's about a man who wakes up. He goes to sleep and wakes up in another world. One world is like a cyberpunk world, and the other world is almost like medieval times almost. But again, a phenomenal book. So,
right,
guys, I gotta go.
Don't worry, we're gonna be wrapping it up right now. Actually,
okay.
So, guys, I just want to thank everyone for joining in on the comments and for the lively discussion. And Chairman, J-Man, Sean, it's always a pleasure having you guys here. Quickly, J-Man, what do you got this week?
Fantastic Fridays every Friday for Fantastic Four comics. Saturday is Batman versus Superman 169. So that means that we're going to read issue 169 of Batman. We're going to read 169 of Superman, and we're going to see which one wins. I already have a winner. I reread them. So you're invited to that. Awesome. Sean and I do the same live streams.
Yeah.
And then Mondays is Earth's Mightiest Mondays, where we do 4 Avengers comics. So there you go.
There you go. Yep. Sean, I assume yours is going to be the same, but
same thing. I have yet to have time to make my own videos, so I am streaming with J-Man. Same thing, Avengers, Fantastic Four, Batman vs Superman, etc.
And the Chairman, what do you got coming up?
I have one Saturday with somebody who goes by Snake on 13 December at 10 a.m. I got Evan Keyring coming up. And I think there's a few others that I'm trying to iron out right now. I just need them to say, hey, this date, this time. So, but another big month. Hopefully we can get 2, maybe 3 more in this month for indie creators. Get at me. We're here for you.
Sounds good. Everyone, thanks for joining in. It's been an amazing 2025. Looking forward to 2026. And this stream was a lot of fun. So, gentlemen, have a great night. And we'll see you soon. See you guys probably Friday.
Yep.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.